Hi, how's everybody doing? This is Silver Fox Forex Investments, also known as Mr. and Mrs. Silver Fox Forex. Hi, I hope you guys are having a great day today. I'm coming back today, August 27th, with another video. And this video will be entitled, How do you know when to enter a trade? How do you know when to enter a trade? Most traders don't know when to enter a trade because either the system you're using is not working or they don't have the proper education. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the education because the system is only 50% of it. So if you don't have the education, then you don't know when to enter or exit a trade. So I'm looking at the pound USD, and this is from last night, the Asian session. Remember the video I just put out about, excuse me, are you in front of the computer at the right time? Are you giving enough time to the computer? Yeah, you don't have to be a chart watcher, but in my opinion, if you're going to trade the markets, then you need to be able to dedicate a certain amount of time for that session and to be able to make your profits. Some people, you can set it and forget it, that's true, but I like to kind of be sure. So this is the Asian session here, and what Forex Nelson has did. This is my mentor. He's a great guy, doing great things. Also, as I always say, go check out Valor Innovation. This young brother's doing amazing things. And see what both those guys have to offer. My mentor is Forex Nelson, and I got my PIP trigger system from him, along with a couple other trigger systems. But just to show you guys, he already had it coded where this is the beginning of the Asian. So this is like 5 o'clock here. We move over. It's about 6 o'clock here. Oh, up in here, 6 o'clock, 6:05. Okay. 7, 8. So at about 8:55, things start to change. And you're waiting for this candle or this candle to close below the 50 moving average, your trend line going down and everything lining up. So if you were to look at my chart, let me go over here because my tripod's still not working, so I have to do it manually. So please excuse me for all the turning and shaking. But if you come over here, I'm gonna move it back over here for you guys to see. Between here and here is where I would have got in, because if you look, we're starting to go down. The green line's already worked its way down. We're red, still red, blue on the HMA trend. That's fine. Everything is pointing down. So between here and here is kind of like aggressive trading to get in. More conservative would be over here where everything is lining up, where this red arrow, this candle, the awesome oscillator is red and below the waterline, the green line is down, and everything else is red. So more conservative here, but your stop would have to be, 5 pips when it can only be 2 or 3. And down to the bottom here, if you got out down here, that's 13 pips. But I would have more so saw the setup over here, gotten in here as high or as close to the goal line as possible, with the pip being 2 pip stop and never hit it, never touched it. Down to here is 15, and down to here is about 20 pips. So this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, when you need to know when to enter a trade. You need to be able to make this manifest, as this is way over here. When you're looking and you're doing a trade, you don't see the setup. This is what you start to see. Move this over here. You start to see the setup, okay? But you have to see it in your mind first, because we're working right here, okay? The candles are happening. So let me go over here and see if I can use this button here. So look at that. It's starting to manifest. The green line's going down. We're turning red, but it's not quite enough to get in the trade. Before you see any of this, you're starting to see this develop. And at that point, everything is red, almost red going down. But I know if I were to go to a higher time frame, the 15 or 30 minutes, we still would have been below the 50 moving average and everything would have been pointing down. So identifying when to get in the trade is what you're looking for. I would have gotten in between here and here. Like I said, this is more aggressive. Red arrow is conservative. You would have gotten some pips. 13 pips is not bad. You know, 10 or more is better. If you get 10, you're fine. If you get more than 10, that's even perfect. But you have to see the setup. Train your eyes to see the pattern. Train your eyes to see the setup to make sure everything is lining up. Same thing if you're doing a pullback before it goes into a reversal. Train your eyes to say, okay, I'm at resistance. I'm at support. It's not going no further. It's not breaking this. You have to make sure you're in as closest to the bottom as possible. Your stop, 1 or 2 pips. To the first moving average was 6 pips. To the goal line, which you did hit, was 11. So, that's what you're looking for. That's exactly what you're looking for. You have to train your eyes to see the pattern. If you don't train your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, to see the pattern, you're going to be lost. You're going to have trouble and difficulty trading. So like here, over here, everything is, we're blue, 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 still red, but we're above the waterline. That's okay. The green line working its way up, blue arrow, blue candle. This candle closed on or above the 20 moving average, and that's more than perfect. So between here and here, would have got in 9 pips, 13, and all the way up to the top is 21. So train your eyes to see the patterns, to see that things are lining up. And that's exactly what you're looking for. If you hear the thunder in the background, it's, raining here in Detroit. But I took a trade and I set it and I got in about here. And I should have gotten out here, but I didn't, pay attention. That was 74 pips. So instead, I got out a little bit over here with more like 40 pips. 47. Could have had 73 if I was paying attention, but I didn't. That would have been nice, but I'll still take profit. 47 pips was good. It paid out $450. So that was good. But see what I'm saying? If you pay attention and make sure things line up, I knew it was going to go up. I went to the higher time frame. I don't think it went against me 5 pips. Maybe about 7 pips at the most. But look at that up to the top. So train your eyes to see the pattern. Train your eyes to see what you're looking at so you too can become profitable. Are you getting in at the right time? If you're going to trade the London, I got my box shaded box set up already from Forex Nelson for the London. I can see the London. I'm going to trade the New York. The box overlaps. I can see the New York session. This is about 8 o'clock over here, but it starts at 6. A lot of your moves are pre-market moves that are made, and that's how a lot of traders make their money pre-market, so they don't have to deal with all the big traders when they come in at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock and trading news. But pick a session you're going to trade and focus on that session and learn the patterns. When does it mostly move? Does it move at the end of the session, the beginning of the session? And see if you guys can home in on that. Here we go again. This is the Asian session I set for the green box. London, New York. Same thing, Asian, London, New York. So you guys can get Nelson's pip trigger system. All the systems come with the shaded box. He shows you how to change it to fit whatever you're trading. And you can better identify the time that you're going to trade, so you'll know, hey, I need to be focusing on this. I need to be looking at this because this is my time to trade. London, are you going to trade the full hours of London to catch this move here? Are you going to trade the New York session to, trade this move here? So it's all up to you and what you do. But make sure you're entering these trades right. Make sure you're identifying with a pattern so your eyes can pick them and see, hey, I know what's going on. This candle's forming here. I got this doji here. And this is below the 20 moving average. Train your eyes to see the patterns and the signs so you can make sure you're entering the trades properly and exiting the trades and not giving back those pips. It's all about making sure you enter the trade right, making sure things are lining up for you to take the trade. Make your eyes see the pattern. Enter the trade correctly. Over here is aggressive, still blue at the bottom on that one down there. This is more conservative. 5 pip stop, down to the bottom, 34 pips. $3,400 what you would have made off that. If you stack your trades, well, you can do the math. So make sure you can identify your entries and to make sure you're entering the trades at the right time. Make sure you're trading the right sessions and trading the right pair or pairs. You know, if you're not trading the pair that's normally traded during that session, you have to trade the Florida market. If you don't know how to do that, go to Forex Nelson. He has videos on how to trade the Florida market when the pair is not being traded or the meter simply won't help you. So go check them out. Check out Valor Innovation. This guy's doing amazing things. I keep telling you guys, you know, this is a tool to do so many other different things. So many traders I watch are taking Forex and they're doing all kind of Amazon business, box truck business. They're buying real estate, rental property. I even know one trader who is developing their own, not private getaway, but like a resort. And that's what he's going to do. He's building a resort with his Forex money. So he has residual income and other income coming in. Use Forex as a tool to do so. Like I say, this video will be entitled, Are You Entering the Trade Right? Can you see the patterns? So I'll be doing a video probably this weekend on how to create your own chart if you guys don't have the funds to buy it from a mentor or a guru or whoever, you know what I'm saying, how to make this. And I made my charts and I can change them up because of my mentor, Forex Nelson, and what he taught me and what he showed me. But I love using, this is all the trigger systems right here. Just a minor few things that I added to make it better for my pattern so I can see, and it works for me. So always take care and happy trading.